to my shit, it's gonna be bulletproof. After 3 hours, we gon' blow up this roof. A party in the parties and it's spread all through. There a party in the parties and it's spread all through. And if it's to my shit, it's gonna be bulletproof.
This is a 41-year-old question, because I still don't know the words to this song, so it's like a 2-part question. Did you ever get shot up oak? Because I swear the words of that song say Stevie Pugh. So, what is the words to that song?
To be perfectly honest with you, Dave, I don't know either. It's a song that I used to play back in the day, man, up on the hills of Oak Street. And for some odd reason, man, somebody decided to throw my first and my last name and my whole government, because the song, if you listen to it, it says,
Yes, exactly.
and somebody, I don't know who the crafty person was. There's a couple of people that claim the fame that said that they actually was the creator of adding my name into that song. And ever since then, man, it became an urban legend. Stevie Pugh got shot up. Oh, but for the record, Stevie Pugh has never been shot in his life and don't plan on it.
All my life. Never, like, everybody said that's what that song say. Like, I'm like, man, I can't say that.
Nah, that's not the words to that song. It's a legend.
You got one of the most prolific engagement Jones videos ever. How's marriage been?
4 years, it's been good, man. I won't sit up here and lie. Well, I'll say it's perfect. Nah, I won't say that. I will say, me and my wife have been learning one another, growing together. When I need her, she's there on the spot. It was hard for her in the beginning, just to kind of, my lifestyles, I'm always on the move, so that was hard for her. She's pretty much dug in, man. She can actually set up that whole equipment. Right now, she can set up every piece of my equipment if I asked her to. She that's how dug in she is now.
My thing is, like, the first 7 years of marriage is the toughest ones. Like, and it took all 7 for real for us to get to where we really wanted to be, and like we got all the way to the bottom. Like, I actually wanted a divorce at 7 years. Like, I sent her back home with the kids and everything. Like, one of the biggest mistakes ever. But once I realized that you need her for more than just what you think you need her for, that's what it hit me at that point. Because I don't need her for money. I don't need her for her body. It's the push that they give you.
Right.
And I read that, I just recently read that in the book called The Way of the Superior Man. Like, your woman will test you, but their tests are what makes you stronger, because she wants to make sure that you can stand on your 2 feet, like being tested, because if you can't survive her test, you can't survive the worldly test. I think a lot of men should read that book because it makes sense. And it's something that they do that they don't even know they doing. Like, just little stuff. Like, I know my wife, she'll say things in a certain way that'll make me do something that she wanted me to do, but
right.
She didn't say it like that. But
Yeah.
it make you so mad, like, damn, I just go do it.
Right.
So stuff like that, man, you really gotta learning each other, like, to the point where you ain't gotta ask questions.
Right.
I mean, like, we can sit in the bed or sit in the house all day. We'll sit in one spot. The moment somebody move, the other person know what they going for.
Right.
Like, literally, like, I'll be sitting there. I get up to go get some Tostitos without saying nothing. And she be like, grab the salsa.
Yeah.
Oh, and get something to drink too. But, like, how you even? Yeah, like, it's a connection it's hard to explain.
This is my first marriage, and I plan on it being my only marriage. So you know, my ultimate goal in marriage is to continue to push her and elevate her, and I also in turn would like her to do that same for me. You know what I mean? Because we have to push each other to be great. You know, if I don't feel the motivation, push me. You know what I mean? And that's where your partner comes in. So um, that's my job, man. You know what I mean? To push her and along with my children and all that, man. I make sure I just try to speak the best positive life into them as I can. And once they leave out the front door, um, it's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. That's their job to take what I told them and use that as a tool out here in this world, because the world can be rough at times, man.
My wife definitely is the reason behind everything. Like the philanthropy, like she's just a giving person, like in that, and she it rubbed right off on me, like
Yeah.
in the best way possible, like because if like a lot of people forget that my nonprofit supersedes Family First Pain. Like I started that first,
Yeah.
Cokesville
Yeah.
Center of Hope. Like I wanted the Boys and Girls Club. I wanted to bring that to the city and stuff like that. But all that came from her heart, wanting to feed the unhoused, wanting to feed them. Like this would be 10 years, but that's all. That's all her. Like
That's what's up.
all like ways of a gentleman. I give her credit for everything that I've done that has to do with giving back, because even before I even had it, like I have it. I mean, like we was doing that. Like it wasn't about. It's not about giving back money all the time. The presence. I mean, the presence that these kids need to see. And it, like I wish more of us would show up, because when we show up, it's way different than when any other race or gender. When black men show up for these kids, and they know you ain't getting paid for it, you just there because you want to be. Like it's a hell of a feeling.
I remember, not too long ago. I mean, and you were a part of it. We did the book bag drives.
Yeah,
It was a handful of us that partaked and took part of that. It was a great experience for me just to be a part of that. You know what I mean? As you stated, man, just not you're not receiving payment. It's like you're giving. It's like for the kids and all that, man. And I actually miss I miss that. You know what I mean? Because I know we I don't know what direction everybody went. Everybody went in their own directions. Everybody actually are prospering still out here. But I would love to get back into giving away book bags and school utensils, items, things of that nature to help the kids, each and every school year, you know what I mean? Because I enjoy doing that, man. And I remember you was one of the ones just like, oh, you're always like on the front line, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak much. I don't really say much. You know what I mean? I write what I write pertaining to certain things that I feel comfortable. Sometimes I just sit back and I just watch and I pay attention. You know what I mean? But I do give you your flowers, man. You definitely out on the front lines, man. When it comes down to this Coachville thing, man. The Ville mentality.
yeah.
Young lady, I won't give her name as well, but she knows who she is, man. She hopped in the inbox, man, and Stevie, listen, I want to help. I want to help a family, you know what I mean? During that terrible flooding, man, that happened in Coatesville, man. And she sent the donation, man, like without a split second, man. And you did the same thing, man. And we helped her to the point where, man, she was able to, get some of the things that she needed. to begin to get back up on her feet, man. And I know that, you know, if we could have did that for, you know, 10 other families, we would have, you know what I mean? But then again, that's where it comes in with, you say, the more we have of men that come together, to more it's going to make things like that possible.
When I think on the biggest level possible, essential needs, like not just stuff because you want it, but like needs, like people really be hurt and don't want to ask nobody for help. Like it's hard to ask. That's one of the hardest things to do is ask for help.
Right.
So I think if you made it to a point where they didn't have to ask, but held them accountable, like don't take it if you really don't need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else really does need it. Like on a scale like that, even if we could start small with a few people, we do something every Christmas for single mothers. You got to keep building. Like don't just stay small.
Right.
Like the 5 a.m. club, I didn't just want to stay at the fitness joint and whoever make it and whoever don't. Nah, I can get out and get to you.
Right.
I can do this other way because I know that it's essential and people want to see more of me speaking and not just typing.
Right.
I know that's what it is. I know and I've been told that for years that you need to vocalize your thoughts.
Okay.
Because because the message comes off better. Like
right.
I don't got a lot of complaints about the things that I'm actually saying.
Yeah.
But when it's typed out, you can make your assumptions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the message gets lost in translation. How long you been DJing?
I got 40 plus years in the game.
Longer than me.
Longer than you've been born.
Like what was the hardest part? Like how'd you learn and everything like that?
I'm gonna go all the way back to the root, man. I started out with probably about 3 or 4 individuals, man. We used to just love music, man. Romont Jones, his name was DJ Dangerous. This is up in the Hayti Choir Village era when we lived up there as kids. Sonny Myers, everybody knows Sonny. Better known as Sun Samurai, Rockski is what we called him back then. Marcus Morales, Jared Jackson. You know, so we formed a crew, man. Back then, man, we called ourselves the Lords of Funk. Yeah, so you know, we just love music, man. But personally, for me, I used to just go around the neighborhood, man, and borrow, like, you know, that's when boom boxes were popular. I would go around the neighborhood and borrow like 3, 4 radios, man, just boom boxes. You know, I had a lot of cousins and family members that would loan me their radios, and I would take them, you know, to my house. I lived with my grandmother, and I would put the radios like in a room, like in a circle, and then I would use one main radio, and I would put a cassette tape in. This is how far we going back now, Dave. Some people out there is probably scratching their head like, cassette tape, what's that? But I would take the cassette tape and I would start recording, but I would have different music on each box, so to speak, boom box. And I would just press up the pause button, and I would hit the next one, and I would blend the music together to make one particular sound on the main box that I was recording off of. And that's how I got into the mixing part of it. That's before I even touched the set of turntables and anything like that. And from that point, man, I think Romont's father, actually went out and brought him a setup. turntables and things of that nature. It was all we needed back then was 2 turntables, a mixer, and a speaker, and a couple of records. And he would just stay in his room, and I mean, he was one of the sharpest cutters. When I say cutters, I mean scratchers in Coatesville, alongside Jeff Marshall. He was another one, in Coatesville that needs his flowers as far as the DJ game. I would just, just be over his house every day. Be him, Sonny. Sonny was perfect his mic presence, and I would just, I would always be there, man. We would kind of be together every day, man. So I felt like I needed my own setup, you know what I mean? So my mother's brother, my uncle, shout out to my uncle Vincent Pugh, he brought me my own set for my house. And I stayed in the room, man, like every day I got off of, out of school, man, I just constantly practice, and to the point where, it just became second nature, man. I just kept, it was like a passion that I had. I don't know where it came from, but like all of us just had that passion for music, man. And the rest is pretty much like history.
You find it harder to DJ now, or is it this? I know it's not the same because people don't dance no more. Like I went to a club, where was we at? In Houston, and there was literally no dance floor. Like you walk in the club and it's just booths, like a restaurant. Like everybody's VIP basically.
Right.
Whoever you came with, that's who you in your booth with. The dance floor is down there. That's where the DJ's at though. He is the dance floor. So how do you DJ in the club where people ain't dancing?
That's a good question. But I'm gonna say it to you like this, man. As a DJ, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself, SP Entertainment, Stevie Steve. When I step into the room, any room, it could be 5 people, it could be 50 people, it could be 500 people, it could be 5,000 people. I'm gonna move something. It's all in the energy that you bring, because a lot of people may not come, to dance or what have you. But when I step behind the set of turntables, it's my job to move the crowd, and that's the mentality that I have when I step in any room. And sometimes it can be challenging, you know what I mean? But I've been in, I've done events where, customers, patrons, they walk up to me and they say, "Wow, you really made my husband dance. You really made my wife dance. My uncle. They never dance." So it's all about the energy that you bring. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may get discouraged because you may feel like, sometimes you may feel like, am I losing my mojo here a little bit? You know what I mean? But that's not the case. You know what I mean? Sometimes people have to get, you have to build the adrenaline up for the party, the occasion. And then as time goes on, they start loosening up, and then they start to trickle on the dance floor. You could take me to Houston. I bet you I'll move the crowd out there as well.
Like you, Papo, Dre Money, like y'all all like some laid back dudes. Like how do y'all, like, where does that energy come from? Because you might be the most animated out of them, but like them dudes, like they're like me. Like I can't see them like dancing. Like so, like where you think that energy comes from?
Dre is much more laid back now than he used to be. However, Dre has an alter ego, just like Stevie has an alter ego. My name is Stevie Pugh, but when I step behind the turntables, I'm Stevie Steve. It's something in the energy of within myself that changes from my normal personality to my DJ personality. DJ Dre Money. Dre Money, when he steps behind the turntables, that's his persona. He's DJ Dre Money, East Coast #1 DJ. I don't even know if he still uses that logo, that slogan or whatever, but it's pretty much the same thing, man. Me and Dre came up underneath for me. He came up underneath DJ Raw. He's seasoned, you know what I'm saying? So he knows what it takes to move a crowd and all that. Papo, on the other hand, that's my guy. And we speak a lot, you know what I mean? Papo is, he's just a laid back assassin, turntable assassin, because when he gets behind the turntables, he's another crowd mover. Mm-hmm. But he just doesn't have the mic presence, so to speak. You know what I mean? He speaks on the mic, but he doesn't really. He's so laid back. You know what I'm saying? But he's so good that he don't even use headphones when he brings his blends in together. You know what I mean? I still need some headphones, even though I can go without them. But I prefer to use them because everything comes together much more precise. But there's some DJs out there that just use no headphones, and Papo is one of them. And it's just amazing to see, that the guy can just blend records with no headphones like that, man. So
yeah. What's the headphone?
If you have a song playing, you got the crowd going. You use the headphones to cue up the next song that you're going to blend in. You know what I mean? Because the object is to keep them moving without skipping the beat. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why there's times, man, if a woman came in the party with a perm, straight hair, straight, when she came out, it was curly because I sweated the hair out, because I make you dance from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Make them dance straight on out. You know what I mean? And some people just enjoy that, man. They don't even care that their hair messed up.